10, 10, 10. Size 10.
Yes, that is it.
That is it. Here we are in the studio, Size 10 Podcast. I'm Nick Scalzone. You can find me on Instagram at Nick Scalzone Comedy.
I'm Bjorn RG. You can find me on Instagram at SkateCub.
You can find our show on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Size 10 Podcast. Bjorn, we have a guest in the studio. Why don't you intro our guest?
Oh, yeah. This is a longtime friend of mine, Budda Kreamerz, which is the name of our skate crew. Maybe we'll get into that. And now we definitely are going to need to. He's like one of the founding fathers of the Budda Kreamerz.
Yeah, you and I,
say.
a couple other people.
Yep. Let's make it super loud for my friend and yours, Nick Weber. There it is. I have a couple of sound drops. Hop in here. What's up, Nick?
Not much. Hanging out in Portland for a couple days. Doing a little photo shoot and then just skateboarding over this weekend with you and a handful of other people. Should be fun.
Yeah.
Okay, Budda Kreamerz, what is that?
Well,
because the Budda Kreamerz seems like a group of guys that make videos for a certain part of the internet. You know,
I mean,
that
actually defines the group perfectly.
100%.
They're skate videos.
Not skeet videos.
Not skeet videos.
All right, you're
skate videos.
No, skate,
all
motherfucker.
Skate.
Yeah. Just to let her off.
So close. We're all skateboarders. There is construction going on. I'm not sure if people are going to be able to hear it.
Yeah, there's men doing real work upstairs, and it's disappointing.
And then
real men with real jobs doing real honest work up there.
Bunch of losers.
And then men down here doing
just
this work.
Drinking Ranch Rita and talking about videos.
Dude, okay, well, since it came up, let's do our can check, dude. What are we drinking today? You just said it.
We're drinking Ranch Rita. This is Bjorn's, favorite brand of seltzer, hard seltzer, ranch. But this was the Rita.
This is the Rita.
It's margarita style.
So it's agave nectar with a taste of lime, premium brewed. I like how they call it classic when it's new. Like, what is this, a new classic? That feels like...
Yeah, what is that? Classic margarita in a can.
Call it. It's
honestly,
not like a classic car. I don't drive a classic new car, right? I guess I kind of do.
You just don't know it yet. It's a classic.
It's a classic. Is the RAV4 Prime is a future classic?
It's going to be a future classic.
It might be. It's worth a lot of money.
Turning heads at car shows,
Yeah.
It turns heads. It turns wallets.
And moms.
I'll tell you that.
I don't know, dude. Not turning my wallet. I still haven't put gas in that thing. I'm gonna this weekend, though.
I put gas in my truck today. It was $97.
$97.
I still haven't broke a hundo, but I'm closing in on it.
I got a hundo the other day in my Subaru Outback.
You broke a hundo in an Outback.
Because he's
it was
down
cool,
in LA.
Yeah.
What is it a gallon down there right now?
I don't know, 6 and change.
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
I found one that was $5.50. I felt like I was getting a bargain.
Yeah. God. There's like some gas stations in LA that are for no reason like $1 more.
Really?
It was like $7.50, like nearing $8. I don't know if it was just like
it's for those
ones.
I don't know.
The ones in downtown
so
Portland are outrageously expensive.
Yeah, it
like the ones right next to, kind of in the area I live. There's one. There's two on 21st Avenue, and they're one block apart. And literally 50 cents different. And then there's one right on Burnside that's like $1 more than any other gas station in town.
Dude,
it's obnoxious.
I'm going to treat myself to this extra,
Yeah.
this $1 extra.
No,
per
I know.
gallon.
I was
Like
just
some
going to say
days
that.
you just
That is what that station is for in LA. For those that ball outrageous, they just want to get like their photo taken at the gas station. Like, yo, I'm putting premium $8 gallon.
Well, that station is always on like the LA Times Instagram. It's like gas prices are soaring, and it's always that one and that idiot filling it up,
filling up his G-Wagon.
Yeah,
like it's worth it for the tax credit.
Whatever, I got it. All right.
Wonder what it cost. Just like, hey, can I just take up? You probably had to stop the pump and then start it up again.
Probably.
You ever had that? Like if you fill a big enough truck,
no.
There's an automatic shut off.
Yeah, what's the amount? It's something like 25 or 30 gallons, right?
Yeah,
and then it like
so you have to like reset it and do a second transaction. You can't do it. Now, I had a friend that drove like a dually van, like it had two gas tanks in it.
Oh, okay.
And for him to fill it up, he would go to the truck one, which you have to be super careful because it fills like twice the speed.
Oh, like the semi truck.
Yeah,
one?
the semi truck one.
Yeah, because those probably
okay.
have like a 300-gallon tank or some shit like that. Just a massive tank. Those guys are dropping a G at the gas station right now.
Oh, that's true.
Easy.
Jeez.
Just think about that. You roll through in a Peterbilt, you're dropping a
all
whole.
those people with the lifted trucks, they're like, yeah, but
You're
it's
dropping a
cool.
band.
You're dropping
Is
a
that
what?
a band? Isn't
A
that what
band.
rappers call
Yeah,
$1,000? What else do rappers call $1,000?
I think a band, yeah.
A band?
Yeah, I
That's
don't
a-
actually know. I've heard it, but yeah, I don't,
Yeah.
let's.
What are
yeah,
some
it's a
other
band.
words for $1,000?
Yeah.
Whatever it
Ballin'
is.
outrageous.
If I was a trucker right now, I'd be making jokes about that and then also being sad.
So, I want to bring it back to the Budda Kreamerz, the Budda
Yeah.
Kreamerz. Do you want to tell the story?
Yeah.
I can help.
Yeah.
I can help.
Yeah,
a
fill
little
in,
bit.
fill in
Okay.
as we go. I just remember going on from Bozeman after
Right.
meeting you, going on a road trip up to Whitefish
Yep.
to skate all the parks along the way. Stayed at your folks' house,
Yep.
and you had the Mormon straight to VHS
Yep.
video about the perils of gang life called the Buttercream Gang.
Yes. the
And it was
Budda
this
Kreamerz gang.
crew of like super, classic
White.
like, yeah,
Let's be
super.
honest.
They
the
were white.
whitest.
Like Mormon white?
Mormon white. Yeah.
Okay.
Shockingly white.
Yeah, no, that's about as white as it gets.
Yeah, and they had one of their friends. I don't know where they live, but one of their friends moved to. I think it was Chicago.
Yep.
And he came back. I don't know if he moved back or he came back to visit, but he was like a badass.
Yeah.
He had changed. The city had changed him big
Oh.
time for the worse.
He used to wear shirts.
Drank
came
a cup
back.
of coffee and was just like,
Yeah.
I've learned the
Yeah.
truth.
Yeah.
He wore a leather jacket when he came back.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's a cool cat.
Yeah.
And so, so he's interacting in the town of Goody Two Shoes again.
Yup.
But I think he was like stealing, doing bad kid shit. you
Oh,
know?
okay.
No, they like stole from the local like general store.
Oh,
like
yeah.
candy or
Yeah,
something.
They went in
you
there.
know, hardcore gangbangers.
Yeah.
And it's like this sweet old classic mom and pop,
Yeah.
and you're just stealing from them. And
Just like, that's Gladys and Tony down there.
yeah.
There you go.
Own that
Exactly.
place.
Keep going.
Yeah.
So they confront their friend, and what do they say? He's like, I moved to the city. This is my life now. I can't change back. This is who I am. And it's kind of a lot of it's mostly about perils of gang life. Never leave your small town ever. Never move to a city.
I'm sorry. I was trying to search for it, but
The Buttercream
here it
Gang.
is.
God.
I acc-
1992.
Yeah.
my mom bought this from
Oh, look at those hardened hooligans
Yeah.
there. Holy hell.
look at that.
Go back.
Here's the hardcore dude here.
Oh, he looks...
the big nose. He looks
Yeah.
like my cousin.
He let
weirdly.
his hair grow out a little bit.
Oh yeah, here's
That's,
when he came back. Here's when he came back. Look, he
Oh,
had a,
he had a
band, red
headband?
band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he
black
joined the
t-shirt.
Bloods.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
We
Don't
assume
tell
it's the
Snoop
Bloods,
Dogg.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that
What
guy went on to like do
tough
some
kid.
real acting.
Bjorn,
Yeah,
hit
I don't
back.
know. That's
What
actually-
has this got on? It's on IMDb. What's it got on Rotten Tomatoes? Keep scrolling.
Yeah.
Keep scrolling. How well is
100. Oh my
Did Ebert
God.
and Rupert give this one 2 thumbs up? Because that's about what was going on in '92, right?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
you'd
yeah.
watch for an hour. They had the Ebert and Rupert movie review special, and it's some old guys. And they're
Oh.
like,
The
this
Mormon church
movie
gives
was
this-
pretty good. Thumbs up. I watched that shit with my dad one time. It was super fucking boring.
Well, it doesn't have, I guess, a 66%.
Holy
It's
shit.
not really on here.
That's honestly way better than a lot of movies.
Okay.
It's top tier shit. The Buttercream Gang. So anyway, you guys decided.
We watched that movie and we thought that was just the dumbest, funniest thing, and it was so quotable, and we were just
Yeah, you're just like,
joking
someone
about it
needs
the
to make an
entire-
homage to these great men.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then I had met Bjorn, and then we know our friend Alex, and
Yep.
then I think Logan had
Logan was involved.
Logan had moved to town, or he was like a freshman there, but we were all skating
That's
together.
a group of names that's even whiter than the Buttercream
exactly.
gang.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, Bjorn.
Logan, Bjorn. Yeah, Bjorn is a
I'm
Norwegian word.
I'm the most diversity of our group.
Yeah.
No, Brian.
No, that's-
Brian was in it.
Yeah.
Brian.
He's
That's
Asian, but
Oh, okay.
but
It's still-
that would be the
it's-
most diverse in our whole group.
You
I
still
have
hear
to say.
Bjorn, Nick,
Race,
Alex.
Alex,
Logan. Yeah.
Logan. You
Yeah.
get Logan, and you're just like, this is some whites.
Well,
Yeah.
part of the
Big
reason
time.
that we started a skate gang, and we had just been quoting that movie all day. It was so funny. It was so stupid. Is there was at the Bozeman skate park, there was a local group that all were friends in high school and then went to college there from Helena. And their crew name, even better, brace yourself. They were the Foreskin Crew, spelt number 4, SK, I think YN, honestly.
course.
I think
Like,
it was IN, but I think sometimes the S was maybe a dollar sign.
Yeah. Yep.
and
Dollar sign.
nice.
And they were, so the reason that we kind of started the crew.
Wait, what was the story behind their
Foreskin
name?
Crew?
Oh,
I don't know.
I think it was like because they made video, like we all met in college,
Yeah.
but they made videos in like middle school, and I think it was like a production company,
Yeah.
called Foreskin Productions,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
and then it was like Foreskin Productions presents whatever their video was called.
And they were a bunch of graphic designers, so they all like they I feel like they made skateboards.
They just made a bunch of
t-shirts
logos
and merch and
and
stuff.
shit like that.
They were
So-
kind of ahead of their time, honestly, with
Yeah.
like humor
And
like looking
branding.
back now.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
Well, I think they were kind of copying like Enjoy, which is a skate brand that I don't even know if it exists anymore, honestly.
It's around, yeah.
I went to the skate shop the other day and I didn't recognize a single brand. And I was like, oh, I guess.
one Enjoy, please.
I was like, okay. But I just felt so, one Enjoy, please. Yeah.
They're like, get out of here, old
Get out
man.
of here, old man.
You don't know what you're doing.
Kick my walker. Whoa, it's for my grandson.
You have knee pads on, but you're using a walker. God.
So they were all the same age, and like they had these parties, and you could only go to their parties if you were wearing some of their merch,
Oh,
or if
that's
you were
a
a
hustle.
chick. And it's Montana, so
Or-
then
well, yeah.
it was all dudes with foreskin shirts on, and one of their girlfriends or something like that. You know the guy who always has a girlfriend, like just like all the way through high school, and then in college, they're always like the romantic guy
Yeah.
that just always had a girlfriend.
Yeah, and it was like sometimes you were like, why, dude?
Yeah,
Why this one?
and he would break up and just be
Who's
so
on here?
sad.
Where'd you find this person? This
Yeah.
is a
I'm
terrible
gonna throw his
person.
name under the bus. The one that I'm thinking of, Kyle. I don't know his last name. I can't remember it. Kyle always had a girlfriend.
Yeah.
and was like kind of
He's a girlfriend guy.
Yeah. Anyways, some background behind me and Alex got denied entry to one of their parties, and then we like went home and drank and got angry, and then we went on this skate trip and we're like, dude, let's do it. Let's start our own the rival.
The Mormon light has hit us, and now we know what is clear, what we must do.
But we made
Happens to the best of us.
we made a website. We had a website.
It was a blog spot.
a blog spot.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's pretty close.
It's a website.
dude. For a minute there, I remember Alex was like making money with it.
Oh, no, I don't know. Was there ads on the
Yeah,
side
there were
or something?
ads.
I don't
he
even
put
remember.
ads on it, and they were impressions or something. And what he would do is he'd go to the computer lab and he would just he would search for the site and go to it and he got like 25 cents per click or something like that.
That's pretty good.
And so he would just go to every computer and do it in the computer lab, like when he was like between classes or something.
That's awesome. Just log into every
Yeah.
computer.
Classic side hustle, you know?
Yeah.
yeah. And
You're like, hang on, I gotta make a couple of bucks.
made like enough for Miller High Life. Like,
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
I don't 25 cents a click. You go into like a 50 computer lab,
dude, that's
spend half an hour,
Yeah.
you make like
Yeah.
$8.
Yeah.
That's
'Cause it's a
16 an
unique
hour.
visitor,
That's
you know?
that's better than minimum wage.
but we spelt it like Buddha and then KR,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
got creative with the spelling of it. And then
Yeah.
we made skate videos.
Nice.
And is there 3 of them?
There are 3 cream ups. Yeah.
3 cream up. There's cream
They
up.
were called the cream ups.
Cream Up
Yeah.
Volume 1, 2. We literally called the first one Cream Up Volume 1. Just like, it was kind of like our Babe Ruth calling it. We're like, there's going to be more of these bitches.
And remarkably, there was.
I don't know if I was in the third one, but I definitely submitted footage for the second one. But I wasn't living in Montana or anything at that point.
Yeah.
But it was just kind of this silly thing that got completely out of control, because then we started recruiting all the members, everyone, and then some of the foreskin guys even ended up in our crew, and then it just sort of was like this weird Bozeman crew.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you ended up doing the opposite of what most gangs did, and you brought people together.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
No, we were inclusive.
Look
Yeah,
at that.
And we
Ahead of your time.
Yeah.
Super progressive of you guys.
Yeah.
the most progressive part of the whole thing
Yeah.
is that.
For sure. I imagine the 2009 era dialogue between a group of skaters wasn't super progressive.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Hey, I do want. I want to bring this up because you said it
Yeah.
in the car. Nick Weber said it in the car on the way over here. He was like, "Man, your podcast is rad." What did you say about our podcast? That
I was like, I like listening to it because I know you, so it's
Yeah.
like familiar. But I was like, I'm like kind of into shoes, but like what really gets me in there is like the hyper specific talk about bars in Bozeman.
Oh.
And like that really, that's
Nothing
really
like-
what I'm going
Nothing
for. Yeah.
like someone talking about the smell of the bathroom at the Hoff.
Yeah,
To really,
exactly.
really bring in some memories.
I think like the Bozeman Bowl or whatever. That was like the
yeah,
last
yep,
one.
yep.
Last
The
episode I-
dollar high lifes on Monday.
God,
I
so,
bet they went up.
Yeah, I don't know. I was in Bozeman a couple weeks ago
Really?
for a wedding. I didn't drive by the bowl, but I mean that place is insane.
Still
now.
there.
Well,
Yeah.
The bowl
the
is
city's
still there.
It's very different.
It's
and kinda
wild.
weird.
I was
Yeah.
there last summer, and it was like the number of like new apartment buildings.
Oh, yeah.
Like 7th, right next to the
Yeah.
Cat's Paw.
Oh,
There's
that's
a
my
fucking
favorite spot.
stupid hipster Portland-looking new
Yeah.
apartment
Is
building.
Yeah.
it where
it's
that
like-
manual pad, the big O manual pad was?
No, that's now like a Aaron's TV and electronics.
It's literally
I don't know.
just south of the Cat's Paw, like the very next lot to the south,
okay.
like
like a
Port
big
Highlight.
brick, like
Just
fancy
a
building.
big fancy apartment building like the one you live in.
Yeah, like
and
that
it's
one.
like, yeah.
You're like, what the
And
hell?
it's like right there next to the Cat's Paw. It's like,
doesn't
no,
go
this
there.
has to be a field.
I
You
did
have to
spend-
occasionally see a deer.
yeah. Your
Yeah.
habitat is
Used to.
shrinking. in
It's
Bozeman.
changed.
It's sad.
The Cat's Paw was a good spot, good breakfast.
Oh yeah, Cat's Paw was notorious for what was it? The chicken fried steak?
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
was at. Chicken fried
Everyone,
steak
that
and eggs.
was like the spot. I kind of like. Well, I just love the Cat's Paw in general. That is one of my favorite bars.
yeah, nothing like a dive bar, casino, liquor store.
Yeah.
Just class.
Because you could just go. Because I used to live across 7th. There was like
Okay.
some condos back
Those
there.
little condos. Yeah, I had buddies that lived in those.
Yeah. So I lived there with like 2 other people, and you know you're 21 years
Right
old,
next
and
to
you
the
have
paw.
$8, and you can just scamper across 7th
Yeah.
Street, go in there, and
Get a meal.
yeah, they would if it was like Monday Night Football. It would be like, oh yeah, free wings, and then $1 pints.
Free
Yeah.
wings.
And so you
Yeah.
guys got dinner and got fucked
Yeah.
up for
And then
$8.
Yeah, and some idiot would always buy you a shot of Fireball, and you didn't want it, but it was just bound to have. You could count
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, no, someone's gonna buy
was
you a
great.
bad shot in a bar like that.
A delicious bad shot.
How do you
it's rough.
drink Fireball?
I like
It's
it.
so
So
bad.
bad.
Oh, I like it, but I don't like what happens to me the next
Bad.
day.
It's yeah,
It's so bad.
No, it's not good even the first time, but especially the second time.
I told you the first time I ever had a shot of that, right?
No,
A guy on the chairlift gave me a shot of it out of his ski pole.
oh, that's a good place to have it.
Where he was like, "You boys want a shot?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, I want a shot." And then he unscrewed his ski pole and handed it to me, and he just tipped it back, and it was like one shot.
This
like
is
a-
And it was chilled because he
this
had been
sounds like-
skiing.
this sounds like an adult, like a fully grown adult who all of his friends have rolled their eyes and told him he needs to grow up, and he was like looking for an audience that would be like, dude, that's
And then I-
fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
I hopped
Finally,
into
he's
the
and so he's
yes.
like, ooh, let's
Snowboarder.
find some people.
It's like such
some
a James
kids.
Bond device, you know? It's like
Yeah.
twist open the ski pole and pull out a PP7 silencer, whatever,
Yeah.
or a shot of
or a
Fireball.
shot of fire. No, the first time I had Fireball, we went snowmobiling at Fairy Lake, which is another Bozeman
It's
reference.
a nice warming drink.
It's a good. Snow needs to be
Snow
involved.
needs to be-
Also, we were underage, which is really important
That's
with
also helpful.
Fireball. Like once you are old enough to buy Fireball, you gotta stop drinking Fireball.
Well, that
It's
was
done.
that was in my
it's a
era
wrap.
of having a serious drinking problem. Now it's a under control drinking problem.
Now you're just a fun guy.
Now I'm just a fun
Yeah.
guy.
He's having fun out there.
Now they call me a comedian.
All right. Speaking of drinking, what
Yeah.
do you guys think of this thing?
I like it.
Yeah, I think it's pretty palatable. You know, I do like margaritas. And this
Same.
is like, you know, a watered down version, obviously.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with it.
It feels like a more refreshing margarita to me.
Yeah.
A margarita tend to give me like heartburn, and this is like not too much. I don't know if I could drink like a whole case of these, but once again,
Yeah,
that
that'd-
shouldn't really be a factor in any of these drinks.
Right.
Where it's like, man, G&Ts are good, but I can't drink 12 of them anymore.
Yeah.
Sucks.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Getting old, man.
Boy, one glass of this whiskey is nice. Too bad I can't polish off the bottle in an afternoon.
like a man.
Yeah, like a real man.
Tricking yourself like, nah, I probably still got it. I can still do it.
Yeah.
I think you no call.
If I try to get into a fraternity this week, I could still do it. Yeah.
Yeah. You
No.
and me, pal, we're drinking this.
I'm going to go ahead and say this is my favorite seltzer water I've ever had.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Or my favorite, like, hard seltzer.
Okay.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I think there's other flavors.
Yeah.
Isn't there, of the ranch?
Yeah, the
water?
ranch water. I
Okay.
like this ranch water. Like we got it as a joke because I was like, "Pff, it's like seltzers for dudes, you know,
cowboys.
like it's the dude wipes of seltzers.
I've bought those too. I like marketing.
Yeah, hell yeah. Like, fuck
Marketing
you.
works on
Move
me.
aside, Charmin.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
You pillow.
Yeah.
They do use bears.
What's this
so.
gender neutral
yeah.
colors?
Yeah.
Get me the dude wipes.
Yeah, I
The
want
Axe
I want
body
the
spray.
shit for men.
Wait, is that
If I'm
actually,
gonna wipe the bottom of my nuts, it's got to be with a tough wipe.
Is that the name of? Is
There's
there
a
dude
product called Dude Wipes. It's
Wow.
literally
I
just
didn't know.
wet wipes, but they're marketing them to idiots like me.
But they have scents
right.
like sandalwood. Like
Wipe? Ooh.
Honestly, they're a little bigger and they're pretty nice wipes.
Yeah.
To be honest,
I
I would recommend.
I
them.
just laughed every time I saw them. I was just like, oh my god, it's like
It's funny.
the opposite of pink marketing for like women, where they just
Yeah,
like
it's
pink tax, where they just like
Instead of
put,
the
make
pink
something
tax, this
pink
is-
and it's more money.
what tax is this? The toxic mate.
This is
the
the toxic tax.
masculinity tax.
Yeah, toxic masculinity.
I love
tax.
it. I'm gonna start paying it more.
Well, it's
I
like-
want to encourage more of this marketing because it's funny.
I'm gonna order those the second we get out of here.
Yeah,
Amazon Prime,
it'll be
baby.
on
Right
Amazon.
to my house. Call my
gonna-
girlfriend. Don't use those.
Those are
Until
for
I get
me.
back.
fucking dare. I'm counting them when
Yeah.
I leave.
Do not use those.
Yeah.
These are for dudes only.
Yeah.
They're like, it's like they're sandpaper.
Hell
They're just
yeah.
sheets of
Yeah.
wet sandpaper.
Now we're talking.
I'm gonna burn I did like a packet for like, I don't know, I wanted to be like a comedy writer for a second, and I wrote a sketch that was called Roses for Dudes. And it was just like you got a buddy that like did you a favor? Broses.
That's great.
Just
A buddy who
repackaging
did you a favor?
roses, but instead of love, like you need to show your bro that you care, but you're not gay. Broses.
That's a great idea. What the hell?
That actually is a fantastic idea.
They're black. They're just
Ooh.
they're
They got
dead
flames
roses
on
that are
them like they look like the
Ooh.
roses you'd give to Guy Fieri.
yeah, they're a
Yeah.
Guy Fieri. They come with a set of Oakleys.
Ooh.
Yeah, white framed Oakleys. They're delivered by a guy in white framed Oakleys. Some fucking Monster Energy
bro.
drink.
No problem, bro.
Fucking flat billed hat. It's just like, yeah, dude.
Yeah, there's
Got some fucking
Yeah,
roses
sorry
for
about your
you,
heartburn,
dude.
dude. Here
Yeah.
it is.
Sorry about your mom, bro.
Yeah.
Broses. Oh my god, it's such a silly thing, but it's so fun.
That's awesome. It's a great product.
Thank you. So Nick and I were talking about these shoes because we were talking about the D3s because he listened to our D3 episode.
Yeah.
Tell Nick about your D3 experience or why you owned a pair and everything.
So D3s are just notorious because they just look insane.
Really stupid.
Who's actually skating those? People did. I can't even believe that.
Yeah.
But I bought a pair because I think they like reissued them.
Yeah,
5 years ago, something like that.
Like 2005.
Okay.
There's a new. They actually did it again because there was like a little like bump where they were.
Okay. So I bought them because I was Fred Durst for Halloween,
Okay.
like 2016 maybe.
Okay.
And one of my
Wait,
buddies.
did Fred Durst used to wear Osiris D3s?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Totally. That
Okay.
was part of the kit.
Oh, okay.
Red New York hat.
New York hat.
Whatever.
Wife beater.
Dumbass shirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever. Dumbass wife beater. Just a white, like a crisp. I wonder if that was in his rider. Like.
Yeah.
White-
One
One
crisp wife
crisp
beater.
wife beater.
Please.
Like they're like, okay,
And then
what
like
is this
some
week?
absurdly baggy
Here's
pants and
15 of
D3s.
them.
Yeah.
Was it like some
they're
really
perfect.
baggy dumb pants and then
Yeah.
D3s?
Yeah.
Silver
Okay.
tabs.
That's the look, you know?
Yeah, the early 2000s.
Yeah. So I owned a pair. I kind of only wore them on Halloween because I was Fred Durst for like 3 years. And I was
Yeah.
Because I had all the shit.
Yeah, you get one
That's
costume.
such a
You're just like,
classic-
I just got to go to different parties.
Yeah. Shave some weird facial hair.
Yeah,
goatee
some bad
thing,
facial hair,
whatever
some
Florida
stupid.
stuff he was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had these shoes, and then after I got rid of the other Fred Durst gear, I was like, they're just sitting in my closet. Like, there's no reason for me to have these.
Yeah.
And so I was working with this dude, Christian, and I gave them to him because he kind of would wear baggy pants. You know, he's like East Coast skater. He would wear like big puffy shoes too. So I was like, okay, sick. I'll give these to Christian. It was his birthday. I was like, at work, I was like, hey, dude. Oh, no, I put it in a box, and I had a Bang Energy. So I had the D3s with like a Bang Energy. It was a coconut Bang Energy sitting in there.
Hell yeah.
And so I was like, hey, man, open that box. And he did. And he was like, oh, sick. Okay.
It's
I was like-
so underwhelming.
I was like, fuck. All right. Well, anyway, they're yours. But he never like posted them or anything. But then Limp Bizkit was in LA a month ago, maybe. And I saw that whole crew went out and Christian was wearing the D3s. And I was like,
Nice.
fuck yes. That is the night. This is the
the
moment
night.
I've been waiting for right there.
For the kit. What
Where
color were they?
They were white.
Just all white
They were white.
and red?
No, it was like white, kind of a black sole, like those big lace eyelets. Those
Yeah.
were like black. There was like black accents,
Oh,
but
okay.
they were white.
Yeah, Bjorn's
Like
are,
our crew.
Bjorn's are
Exactly.
silver and like
Lime green.
Bright
They're
green.
so bad. I'll show them to you later.
That
they were
sounds
the
offensive,
only
yeah.
color I could find, and because we started this podcast, and I was like, well, we've got to do a D3 episode. Like, we have to.
Yeah,
it
for
was
sure.
it was the very first shoe that came to your mind. You
Yeah.
immediately were like, Osiris
We
D3s.
got to do the D3s.
Like, I
Dude.
low-key think you love that shoe.
What?
Like, secretly, I think you love those shoes.
Dude, I want to. To me, it's just
I
like,
love that you want to
Well,
love that shoe so much.
it's so dumb. It's such a dumb shoe.
It's a pretty bad shoe.
These are my favorite old school skate shoes, and I want to talk about them for a second.
Yeah,
too.
I wish they still made those because I would buy a pair
Here's
of those.
here's the thing that I always have to say that I wanted to tell you, Nick. These look like a contemporary now shoe.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you
yeah.
remember when they came out? We fucking made fun of people.
Yeah,
and
they were-
me included. And then I bought a pair, and I was like, "Oh my god, these are amazing." We're like, "Oh, look at those running shoes. That's stupid."
Yeah, I think it was also because Nike was like kind of fresh back
Yup.
into skateboarding, and so there was a lot of pushback, like fuck corporate skate shoot, whatever. Now I'm wearing Nikes, you know.
I know everyone is.
But like back then, it was just like, I don't know about this. This seems maybe wrong. Plus, like the design was unlike anything we'd ever seen because
Yeah.
we had skated Vans
Right.
forever. So to see that, like, I don't even know what you call that, like toe there, like what that material is.
It's like a rubber plastic.
It falls apart.
The thing is, it does crack
Yeah,
with
it's-
age.
yeah.
I've glued these back together, but
I mean, how old is this pair? Because you said you got those.
I got them like 3 years ago, and I was so hyped, and then I immediately cracked them when I started when I creased the toe. They just started cracking. They were
Yeah.
I don't know if they were dead stock or what, but I want to say these are from like 2009 or something like that.
Okay.
They have like a nice piece of leather on them.
They're awesome shoes. The tongue is super breathable, but also is kind of puffy. Like it's got this cool foam, and some of the colors were rad. There was a blue one. They did the throwback color of the they did the Back to the Future colorway. Do you remember that one?
No, not really. I kind of only remember the ones that you had the first time.
The blue
that were kind of like a light blue, like a dark navy toe.
Yeah. Whoops. I want this one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'll look
really
it up
tripped
while you
out
guys
when I
are-
first saw those because they were just so unlike anything I'd ever seen.
Yeah, they're definitely not. They don't look like a skateboard shoe, but they're cool. I would wear a pair of those.
What's the name of the Back to the Future shoe?
Mag?
Mag.
I
Thank you.
think it's probably the. Yeah, those are cool.
This was like one of the coolest colorways I thought.
That's right.
That they did, where they did like the all white. This was kind of like early. This was like sneakerheads started buying them. There was two different styles. There was this one, and then there was one that was slightly different. But like there was like some cool, like that's a cool colorway. It looks like a shoe now to me. Like it almost looks like a trainer, which is more popular now
yeah.
than it was then. And the cool thing about this toe is this is like pretty breathable as well. And I remember like I bought the shoes on clearance because they couldn't sell them because none of the skaters wanted them.
All the skaters thought they were dumb.
And one of my friends, shout out to our friend Max Kono, he was all about these. He was an early adopter. He bought like every colorway. They lasted forever. Like your Vans would last you only a little while. These, because of this, it had all this like protection, and like I skated a whole summer in mine, and I was like, oh my god, these are amazing. And they had more foam, so they were like softer. They weren't like, so your feet didn't hurt. Because like we were skating Vans,
that's huge,
which is like rubber, board, or concrete. You're like, and all day you're like running out of stuff and just like, you know,
You're just young and you just didn't care.
But I remember Max was a huge fan. I was like, okay, I'll try them. And like I tried them out, and I was like, holy shit. They lasted me a whole summer. That never happened because we'd be skating every day.
Yeah.
That we
You
weren't
have
working.
nothing else to do. You're skating
Yeah.
every single day.
And so a pair of Vans would last like a couple weeks maybe before you blew them out.
Yeah, I blew out a pair of Vans just walking to
Just
school.
walking.
Yeah.
I never skated ever, but I had a pair of Vans
rubbing
and I
them with sandpaper
blew
all
a full
day.
Yeah.
hole in the top of them.
Oh, yeah.
Or dude wipes. Imagine rubbing them with dude wipes all day.
Oh, they would disintegrate.
Just fall to pieces.
Not for use with dude wipes.
Yeah, no, dude
These
wipes
Vans.
are pretty tough.
But Nick, what shoe did you bring for us today to talk about?
So these are the Nike SB Bruin React, I think is the name. It's kind of a nice, they're just kind of simple. I like the big swoosh on the side. There's
Yeah,
not
they got a big swoosh. That's
not
cool.
too much happening.
Kind of looks like a blazer low. Kind of looks like a
yeah, a
kill
little
shot.
pseudo.
Kind of looks a
blazer.
little like a Cortez
Yeah.
in like the shape of the
yeah.
swoosh.
That like toe part.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little Cortez-y.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah. I
Almost
just
like-
I like the gum sole on there too.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
it's a
nice
good colorway.
highlight, nice accent.
Nice clean shoe.
They've
Nothing.
kind of they're kind of like destroyed now. I've been skating in them, but and this would never happen to me, but people would like compliment my shoe.
Really?
Like I would just be out and about. They're like, "Hey, what shoes are those?" And I was
Really?
Like, what the?
You're like,
No
what?
one's ever asked me.
Like,
What
This
shoes
is
I
like
was wearing.
recently this has been happening, or
Yeah, I mean, this was a couple months ago. You know, they're a little crispier.
because
I feel like low top simple Nikes are all the rage right now because like the dunk craze that's going on
Okay.
and is kind of winding down. But yeah, people are still really crazy about dunks, and so I think that's spilled over into every
Okay.
like simple low top Nike like that.
Yeah.
Like people
okay.
are just like,
shoe.
yeah,
Makes
like I
sense.
think people are kind of stoked on Blazer lows too, and all
yeah,
those.
I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
that's what they
Yeah,
were
yeah.
because of the tongue, has the cut tongue or whatever.
yeah, it's
So,
got that like exposed foam or whatever on the tongue.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Is that like felt on the swoosh? Like what? Oh no, it's sorry. I fogged up my glasses. No, that's not. That's leather. From my angle, it looked
Just
fuzzy. I was
leather.
like, oh, that's sick.
Maybe
Yeah,
I'll do a
just like a
custom
suede.
felt swoosh myself later. I don't know.
It kind of reminds me of a shell toe and the toe a little bit. Like I know that's Adidas, but
Yeah, just that little like.
there's like that
Whatever.
strip on the front that's kind of like a Nike being like, let's get as close to this as possible. Ooh, we're right by the line.
But yeah, I love these. They skate great, and they're a little bit more durable. I had the other. I just had like the black, which is with like the white sole, I think.
This one right here.
That was the one.
That's the one.
Yeah, also had those.
Those are pretty sick. It's hard to skate SBs now because they're like so sought after. Like I love skating dunks, but forget about it.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
especially the SB dunks.
The SB dunk highs, like, are you kidding? Like, I'm never gonna get my hands on a pair and then destroy them.
Yeah, it's funny because I don't think on the Nike website, like in the skateboarding section, I don't even think they have dunks.
No,
in
they
there,
all
like-
they all release on the app because they're
Okay.
like they sell out in an instant.
Yeah.
So it's like
It doesn't matter if they put like dicks instead of swooshes.
They
would
could
still
put-
sell out.
yeah, literally that pair
The
would
Nike
sell out.
dick dunks,
Yeah.
guys.
Whatever, $1,000, whatever.
It's
They-
just like two penises.
I now really want them to make the
want
dick
that
dunk.
so bad now.
I wouldn't buy it, but I would really enjoy watching people go crazy
Yeah.
and be like, dude, I got the dick dunks.
Yeah.
Like,
See these dicks,
Posted
bro?
on Instagram, fucking got him, dude. I got the dick donks, and there would be
Sick dicks, bro.
yeah, exactly. That would happen, and that would be hilarious.
I want some designer to do that. Like some.
We need the dick dunks,
Like
Nike.
what designer would do that?
I mean,
Witherspoon would not do it.
he wouldn't.
I mean,
No.
no, and we're not going to see like an off-white dick dunk.
What about Lil Nas X?
Yes, 100%.
That's his follow-up to the blood shoe. Is a shoe with cocks all over it.
Yeah, with just
Yeah.
dicks all. It's literally like it's like 3-dimensional. It's like a dildo that's just
Like
glued
it's
to
got
it.
it's
Whoa.
one that you can Velcro off and it
Wow.
is fully functional. That's something he would do.
God.
Smart. Okay, this is smart.
know.
This is a business.
That's
meeting,
one
essentially.
word
Yeah,
for it.
now.
We
Yeah.
got like sketch ideas.
Yeah, I know we're solving the world's problems here.
Do you remember there was Consolidated Skateboards? They made like a dunk, but they were super like anti-Nike, but they made some shoe that was essentially a dunk, but I think it was a banana. Like it was a big like kind of peeled open banana on the side.
Okay, let me do some googling. You guys.
This was 2005-ish. But
They made a dunk with a banana peel on the side.
yeah, but it wasn't a Nike shoe.
Oh, okay, it was
'Cause they
like
were
an
kinda,
artist.
like talking shit on Nike.
Oh, okay.
So I don't even know how they would fund that. Like, let's just make a shoe
was
that's
this it?
talking shit on
I think
Nike.
this is it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
That
That looks
is-
like an airwalk. It kind of looks like a dunk. That's a dunk.
That's a dunk. Consolidated Skateboards,
Yeah, like how would you
Dunk
even
High.
if you're just a skateboard company, how are you going to start producing a shoe?
Well, I mean,
Like wouldn't that take an insane amount of
no.
Really?
No. It's funny that like the first brand that we like, that first website that we were on.
So
this
did they just
Tactics,
buy,
the guy who it does all of the sourcing for Tactics does all of my sourcing for Bearskin as well. So like you just you just kind of call a guy and you can get, anyone who's good at sourcing, like this guy can literally source any product that I want from any country. And he'll find the country that makes it the best to the best price or like whatever I'm looking for.
Okay.
And so like product sourcing, you just have to have the capital and be able to hit the minimums and have distribution on it. It doesn't matter. That's why so many companies will just like make random shit and it's not that
So
hard.
the people that put the banana on the dunk, they probably hit up whoever makes dunks, like whatever factory makes dunks, and was just like, make us some fake dunks.
You can do that, but you probably are going to get a cease and desist if it's a
Oh,
Nike.
so you hit
shoe.
up a fake shoemaker.
Yeah.
And be like, make me some rip-off dunks.
Yes, you would probably have to do
And
that,
put a
and you
fucking
have to
banana
make
on
it
'em.
like I think you'd probably have to make it like a certain percentage different.
So you put like one
like-
piece is like a different shape.
Yeah,
And like the tread patterns is different or some shit.
yeah, like that whole thing with with the D3s, where they basically just completely ripped off the D3.
Oh yeah, who's
but
that? ASAP Rocky or something?
Yeah, A$AP Rocky
A$AP
did
Rocky's shoe.
Where
Under
does
Armour
he get
shoe.
off thinking he can
Yeah.
do that?
Dude, I just realized there's an Under Armour campus here. I didn't realize that. I drove by it. I was like, what's this?
Oh yeah, I used to drive by that on my way to my old office.
I don't know. Sorry.
the time.
Weird aside. I was like, oh, they're here too?
Is that
Yeah.
We Must Protect This House? Is that company? Under
Wait,
Armour?
Under Armour?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Do you remember those like ads? It's like, we must protect this house.
No.
And it was like people working out super hard.
Wait, I think that is Under Armour.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean they marketed really hard to like athletes and like sports teams, and that's kind of a sports type of thing. Like
Yeah.
like we're gonna win this game because somehow that protects
It's an
something.
an
You're not
Under
coming in
Armour.
here.
We got to protect this house. Oh, it's like that must be a football term or something.
Yeah, it's something dumb like that. But yeah, Under Armour was marketing to like teams, like high school and college teams. I think
Okay.
that was what they're trying to do.
I just remember that ad. It was just like so over the top. These guys screaming that.
Hey,
Yeah.
you're just like, I'm not
Jesus.
tough enough to wear this shit.
Yeah. No way.
I better shop at Adidas. These guys are intense. These fucking guys, okay.
A little off-putting there.
So when did you start skate? Because you were more. I always feel like you always wore Americas. Am I accurate
yeah,
in that? I felt like you
Yeah.
were like the guy that always wore. I don't even know if they're still around.
they are still around.
Are
Yeah.
they?
Yeah.
Why'd you switch? Because you work for Nike, right?
I do.
Kind
yeah,
of.
They do have.
kind of.
I do like freelance photo assisting or just like lighting at
Yeah.
the Nike studio in LA, and it was like, well, if you're gonna work here, like, just please wear Nikes.
Oh, yeah. Because that was going to
Okay.
be my next question. Is like, do you kind of have to wear them a little bit? And you're
So,
like, all right.
but I think in my mind at that point, I was like, I'm cool with like whatever, like Nike and Adidas, like being, making skate shoes. I used to care about it like way more when I was younger. Like fuck these guys,
Dude, I
but-
feel like everyone did.
Yeah. It was more like, punk rock, like skater, like keep it small, keep it like core or whatever that even
Right.
means.
I feel like it's not just skateboarding. I feel like culturally selling out is now like the cool thing to do. Have you noticed that? Like rappers, like everyone, like influencers are sellouts in the worst way.
Yeah. I haven't thought of that term like sellout in a while, but yeah, you're right.
They're all sellouts.
Yeah.
Speaking of, if you guys want to use offer code, I'm kidding. This is the perfect
wish.
opportunity. Use offer code size 10 at checkout at bearskin.com. You get 10% off.
Okay.
So back to what we were talking about. Fucking sellouts. I hate that.
Yeah. Remember when Tony Hawk, like, didn't Tony Hawk, like,
Yeah.
he, like, retired from skateboarding and then he had, like, Bagel Bites commercials and everyone was like, fucking sell out.
Yeah.
But it's like, he's like the ambassador to skateboarding. He's made skateboarding so good for, like, so many people.
And
Yeah.
he just went and tried to make a couple of bucks selling bagel
Yeah.
bites, and everybody's like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, all these
I mean,
idiots at the skate park are
They're
like, ugh.
fine with him.
Yeah.
He's got the video games and all
Well,
that.
it really just comes down to like if you watch. Did you watch the documentary? Did you watch
No.
it? You should watch it.
Oh,
I would recommend it.
I haven't.
The
I've been
Tony Hawk?
meaning to.
Tony
The
Hawk
Hawk
doc, the Hawk doc on
doc.
on HBO.
Mm-hmm.
It's super good because they talk about he talks about that. He's like the first time he got a McDonald's commercial and how like everyone just hated on him. He's like, yo, we went to McDonald's all the time.
Yeah. What?
I'm getting some of that money back from those dollar burgers we
Yeah.
used to go to get. Like, why not? Like, we eat. This is what we eat. He's like, I wasn't selling out. This is what we ate when we went to the skate park. Like,
Get your money, Birdman. Get your money, Tony, you know? Go get it.
some of it. So, but it is interesting. They've got like Dwayne Peters in there talking shit on him a little bit, and just like, and it's just like everyone just hated him. Just because he was making money, and it was probably rooted in jealousy, honestly.
Yeah.
totally,
Like
totally.
when one person gets successful out of like
Everyone's trying to
a
tear
group
them
of
down.
people that
Yeah.
suck,
Yeah.
and they're like,
Yeah.
that nobody's ready to be like, well, maybe that guy's just fucking better, and they're just like, fuck that guy.
Did you know what's
You
sick
kind of
about
see that in comedy.
Tony Hawk is that was it a couple years ago? Remember Will Beardsley,
Yeah.
our friend? He was riding his bike in Portland and got hit by a car and he was kind of messed up.
Jeez.
He's fine now, but like
Okay,
he was
good.
kind of messed up.
I feel like this was pretty recent.
Yeah,
Actually.
yeah, maybe like a year ago.
Yeah.
but I think Logan, our buddy Logan, had set it up, and Cameo is the website, and they found Tony Hawk on
that's
Cameo.
right. Yeah.
We all like chipped in.
I
And Tony
chipped in
Hawk
for that.
responded immediately, and then he hit us back with like it was like a minute long. He's just like filming selfie style at his like house, you know, and the ocean, his mansion, his ocean's in the background. He's like, "Hey, Will, sorry to hear about what happened," and he went through this whole thing. I was like, "Dude, that's so sick!" Like he just takes the time to do that.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't need that. Like whatever it was, $100. Like he doesn't need that. But
And at the end, he's like, "From your friends, the Budda Kreamerz."
yeah, yeah.
I was like crying until that moment. And I was just like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, that was such a
Or
moment.
like the Buttercream skate crew or something like that is what he said at the end. And he did just kind of like, okay, like
I
whatever.
guess I'm gonna
Whatever.
say this. Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, that was a good moment in Buttercreamer history right there.
Because we got, who did we get for our friend who's was a huge fan of Star Trek? We got the guy who plays Data to give her a happy birthday, and he like sung happy
Whoa.
birthday.
Oh
and
my
then-
God.
Yeah, and then at the
Yeah,
end he
the
was
cameo.
like, "From the Lone Wolf Pack," which is our crew name.
Yeah,
And
that's
this is
what we
a
were
theme
calling
for me.
our,
Is
like-
what I'm trying to say.
Is silly crew names?
That was just what I named the group chat as a joke, as a placeholder, and then we just kind of ran with it, even though everyone was like, "That's kind of weird because it sounds like we're a bunch of shooters."
Yeah, it sounds like we're a bunch of guys that.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Ugh.
we're a bunch of guys reading 4chan, but like.
yeah, reading a little too much 4chan. But that was I watched that when we got the clip, the one from God, I can't think of his name. What's his name?
Tony Hawk.
No, not Tony Hawk. The other dude.
Oh,
Data, whatever.
Or the guy that plays Data.
yeah, I'm not a
I have
nerd.
no idea.
I don't remember, but dude, I cried. I was like, "Holy shit, this is fucking crazy!" And the world that we live in, that you can do that, like,
Yeah, really.
It was pretty cool.
Like-
it was pretty cool. It was like a good way. It was a good present for her.
'Cause that
she was really stoked on it, I think.
yeah, because that was for COVID. So during COVID in 2020, our little crew, a lot of people lived. Several people lived alone, like Nick and a couple other people, and we all got like chipped in on getting cool birthday presents for each other during COVID.
Okay, that's nice.
So like
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
got
That's cool.
a like $100 to $200 birthday present, which was like pretty dope. Because like when you're an adult, you kind of like, if there's something that I want, I just buy it. Even at $200, let's be honest. There's like, I just bought like a new recorder and it was just like, should I? And Paul was like, Bjorn, you just went in on a raffle for some $300 Yeezys. I was like, great point. All right. And I like bought the $200 recorder. Like, I'll probably use it more than that pair of Yeezys if we're being honest.
Yeah.
Like,
You
Better
definitely
investment,
will.
probably.
it probably is a better investment for another like another Zoom recorder. But as adults, when we get presents, you know, it's like if it's under like $200, it's just kind of like I probably would have bought it for myself. It's something I wanted.
It
I don't
kind of
know.
depends. For me, if it's like something that is like, I like a present that I never would have bought, even if it's not that expensive.
Yeah.
If I never would have bought it, but then I'm like, this is dope.
Yeah.
That's a great present. That's the best present.
Well, Nick, you were telling me you got your girl the awesomest present, and I wish Paul would buy this for our apartment.
Wow. Hint, hint, Paul.
and Paul,
What'd you get?
A couple years ago, my girlfriend wanted an inflatable hot tub, and I was so against it.
Yeah, I
I
would
was like,
be too.
because it just sounds insane right
It
off the bat.
sounds like it's gonna leak and fuck up the floor.
Exactly. So I was like, no, I'm putting my foot down on this one, not getting you this. And I like pushed it, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. And then I think it was Christmas, and I was like, there should be like one more, there should be a big gift.
yeah.
And so I bought it, inflatable hot tub, the Salu Spa Miami.
Wow, the Miami.
I gotta
Yeah.
look this thing up. Keep talking.
Get the Miami.
Yeah, yeah, the Miami's the top.
How do you spell
model.
Saluside or whatever that was?
Saluspa. Salu Spa.
Oh, Salu Spa.
Yeah.
Hot to Miami.
Yeah. But
Miami.
who knew? Best
Wow.
investment
Ooh.
ever. It's so sick. It's outside. It's under this little awning. Heats up to 104 degrees.
Ooh.
Wow.
Is it the,
Okay.
what color did you get?
I think it's the first one. It's
It's this
like
one,
a
right?
yeah, it's like a black. maybe a dark.
Ooh, it's on Amazon.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the
And
one.
this just fits on a balcony? Wait, what? How big is it? Dimensions, 71 inch.
Look at these
Yeah,
people.
it fits.
That's so intimate.
It's pretty intimate. It
yeah,
says it
that's,
fits
that's
for
looking
like
a little cozy there.
4 people. Your legs are all just gonna be kind of jammed up in the
I was
middle.
like, is that a topless woman? On
That's
yeah. Kind of.
that's 4 people.
How provocative.
They're like 4 full-size adults. Do they have legs?
4 nude
we don't
adults.
know.
Yeah, I think you take another step in your relationship if you got 4 people in that tub.
Yeah.
That's
totally.
when you try something unconventional.
It's the swingers spa.
I was trying to find funny ways to say that without saying that.
I'll text her right now. Babe, you're not in the Salary Spa right now, are
Yeah. You're
yeah,
only
with
in
the
that spa
neighbors.
when I'm in that spa. I don't
you? All worried.
take it easy.
I like to think that there's a couple that swing, but only in their Salu spa. Like,
That's they find another couple,
This
they
is
bring
the
them
place.
home. They're like, oh, we're just having a bottle of wine. By the way, you want to see the hot tub?
Yeah. Or it's like,
hang on, and then you have to pump it up.
Yeah.
With like a foot pump.
You got you're out there with a bicycle. I'm like,
We're gonna have a great time in like 3 hours.
yeah.
it's like, yeah, I was walking down
Hang
the
on a
neighborhood.
minute.
I saw your Salary Spa Miami box in your trash can. Mind if we come in?
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
like-
God, yeah.
It's
It's like, yeah, ours is so small. We got the St. Petersburg model. We got the Tampa.
Yeah. Ooh.
It's actually it's
Tampa,
literally a
it's-
bathtub. You gotta.
Yeah. It's sweatier somehow. It's,
the Salu spa. It's just they only name it after cities in Florida. I got the Tallahassee. It's
Yeah.
real long.
Daytona Beach.
Yeah, this is the
Daytona.
Jacksonville. It's got lead on the inside. You're gonna die.
Ooh.
This is the Florida Keys. It just is. It floods. It only floods.
Oh, my fucking guest room.
But right at the end, if you get to the very end of it, there's alcohol.
Yeah. Does it have a cup holder or anything in it?
It better have a goddamn
okay, so the pump
cup
on the
holder.
side, if you that thing, there's like a couple. There's 2 cup holders right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ooh.
tremendous! Wait, is that a?
That's like the pump.
That's the pump. So you
And
just
the
hit a
heater.
button. You
Yeah.
just hit a button. You just,
Yeah, it's gonna take a
Wow.
while to heat up. You know, maybe if it's like cold water, it's gonna take like a day or 2 to heat up. But
so you do have to be a little prepared.
you do have to be a little prepared. Yeah. Yeah.
You guys gotta Thursday or so. You gotta start running the heat.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
that
it's kind of been hot. We've
Saturday night, you
Yeah.
hit the bars. You find a couple people that
yeah.
seem like they'd be down.
Yeah. Exactly.
You bring them home. You just be like, "Hey, I got a bathtub
You get
on
it.
the
I'm
porch."
preaching to the choir right now. You get
Yeah,
it.
no, this seems like the move. Hop on Amazon, turn
and I
over a
keep-
new leaf.
I looked at Paul and I's our lease, and it would not violate this if we put it in our guest room.
That
But I'd rather make. You know what?
you would inevitably have some kind of mishap,
There's no way that
and your security deposit would evaporate.
would be.
And then some. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be.
And I really feel like our guest room has no windows. I feel like I'd put it in the master bedroom because then you could see the city. And dude, it would be so dope.
Yeah.
Like I wish there was a way that I could make this happen because that would be awesome.
That
I'd
would
have
be
to
kind of cool.
Like the box hopefully doesn't have it on there. Like when they like in the package room, they're like
Just have
sell
it-
you
Yeah.
spa."
Have it delivered to Bearskin.
Have
dude.
it delivered. Yes.
yeah.
You've got a
Let's be
loading
smart
dock
about this.
over there anyway.
Yeah, they're like, we saw that you got this like huge box.
Yeah, it's for the dogs. It's a training thing.
Yeah, you guys
We
have
dunk them
dogs.
if they're bad.
Exactly. We needed to baptize the dogs. We don't want them to go to hell.
Oh, okay.
Dog's been shitting on the rug. We're like, you
Yeah.
need Jesus, and this is
Yeah.
how you're gonna get him.
Carry on then. Sorry to waste your time.
Yeah, exactly. It's religious discrimination if they tell you you can't have it.
If we can, yeah. It's a religious thing,
Yeah.
guys.
They're like, oh God, I'm
Do
so
you
sorry.
want to
I'm so sorry.
discriminate against a gay guy and also religion in Portland? You really
Right.
want to? You really want to have that fight?
You want that shitstorm coming down on
Yeah,
you?
I can
Now,
get 25
landlord-
lawyers for free.
As
This town, a bunch of people need some points on the internet.
as a so Nick said it was stronger than you think because they do look flimsy as hell.
Yeah, that's what I said looking at the photo. But
Yeah.
yeah. Once it's inflated, I mean, it's a very thick, it's a thick material, you know?
Let's be honest. As an owner of the Salu Spa,
Yeah.
4 people, really?
It would be that's too much. I mean, ideally,
It's like when you look at a
my girl-
4-person tent and you're like,
Yeah.
right? What?
Yeah, that's
what
not-
4 toddlers are fitting in these?
Yeah. You can fit like, I think 3 adults is like max.
Okay.
4, I mean,
4 is gonna be pretty cozy.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna become
'Cause
friends.
Exactly.
You guys, let's just kind of like, this looks photoshopped. It looks like this couple was definitely sitting there.
It totally
Yeah.
was.
And then
That
they
guy's having the time of
Photoshop
his
these
life.
other people because they're like, their legs are interlocking. If they
Yeah,
are
I
all
think
in
I
there.
think
straight
that's
out.
an
Yeah, it's just
interference fit.
Actually, I like how everyone is having fun except for this one woman. Here.
Which one? Girl in the middle?
Yeah, in the
Yeah,
middle.
she's just sitting
pouting
there.
and looking like.
She's just like, no, this is.
I'd like to think that like when they did this photo shoot, they all were models, and this is an actual couple. Like the 2 that are touching, actual couple, but
yeah.
everybody else is just like a day player.
Yeah, they got into a fight the night before, and like she doesn't want to be there.
But they really need the money so they don't lose their house.
Yeah. And that guy definitely doesn't give a shit. He's just like, hey.
He drank on the way there. And
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
annoyed.
Yeah, he's hammered. He had a shot or 2.
He's gonna ask the producer
He
for a
brought a
Saudi spa at the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
he brought a
anything.
flask
You
with
get one of
Fireball
these?
in it.
Oh god.
And he offered the other 2 shots of Fireball, and they took him up on it. And she was just sitting there like, really, you're gonna do this
You're
in the
gonna
middle
ruin
of the
our
day?
big photo
In
shoot.
the
Our
middle
big
of the day?
shoot. It's because Nick, you do a lot of photo shoots. I was talking to a friend who does photo shoots, and he was saying how like sometimes the chemistry between people where they like have to like hold hands or something for the photo, and it's like these people met an hour ago.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I feel like models are, they're all professional and they probably have to
Yeah.
do that all the time. But sometimes it's not like that. It's just weird, and you're just adjacent to it. Like, oh,
Yeah, I
God,
believe that.
Why am I here?
You know what? I believe that more now than ever. I was in a wedding this weekend, and
Yeah.
it is a little weird. Like you know, the good guys in the wedding have to walk the ladies down the aisle, and it's like this is just some chick I just met right now.
Yeah.
And like she's
Yeah.
got a boyfriend, I have a girlfriend. It's like, okay, here let's kind of hold arms somewhat intimately. For
Let's get
no reason.
dressed up, take a bunch of pictures
let's dress
together.
really fancy
Yeah.
and be at this romantic event. And here, why don't I hold my hand like a prince, and you just like hold my arm like, oh my gosh, keep me safe. And it's like, I don't remember your
Dude,
name.
It's kind of weird.
I
Who the
thought
fuck are
those.
you?
I thought
Like-
those were couples for the longest time.
It's
Yeah,
like,
why
it's
would-
why
weird.
wouldn't you? As a
I was
child,
like, oh, it's all these married couples.
Yeah, it's like, oh, these people are all happy and they're here to cheer on the new happy people. It's like, no, these people have never met.
like
They-
weird
and
college friends at the
yeah.
two colleges that they went
Literally,
to.
all the boys have heard a lot of stories about them, and they're like, fuck all of them.
That's so
You know,
funny.
or just can assume.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I think we were all Montana State people,
Yeah.
because like the bride and groom met at Montana State and then stopped dating and started dating again. But like, yeah, shout out to them. Matt is he's a listener.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, it was a fun time.
What's up, Matt?
Yeah,
What's up,
shout
Matt?
out to Matt.
Wait, where do they meet in Bozeman?
Oh, they met.
Cat's Paw. Please say Cat's Paw.
No,
like
no, it was
Cat's
through
Paw.
a friend.
Yeah, okay,
it was through a
okay.
friend.
Hofbrau.
Just like,
Hofbrau.
just like at school.
They met in the bathroom of the Hofbrau.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, no, then
Respect.
and the disease they got in there, they were like, you literally are responsible for not transmitting this to anyone else. This could be a pandemic, so you guys have to be married.
That
Yeah,
sounds like a
that's
good sitcom right there. You know?
just a couple of people end up with a disease.
You have to be
And
together.
they're like, you guys have to keep this to yourselves. That's a great sitcom. We've had a
Yeah.
lot of
Explain it
excellent
again.
ideas.
What is this? This
to
sitcom
prevent
is-
another pandemic.
Okay.
These two people who got a disease, probably just being in the Hofbrau.
Yeah.
Just being in.
Just a couple. They had a fun night. Didn't think it was going anywhere. Didn't care. At the Hof. They end up with the rare disease, a brand new Hofbrau
called
disease.
a child. I'm kidding.
No. That's they're
Called a child together. They raise it. It's every sitcom.
no. They end up with a disease that has pandemic potential, but it's like if they just stay together and then they won't transmit the disease.
For the good of humanity, they have to be together.
Yeah.
They have to learn how to love one another.
Yeah.
They met at the Hofbrau that, they go to the Hofbrau all the time.
It's kind of like an arranged marriage, except there's it's like a modern take.
Except
on an
in the most
marriage.
rad way ever.
Yeah.
Really
yeah.
fucking Hofbrau. But
Oh
yeah,
my
that
God.
part was kind of awkward where it was like, and then like taking all these photos. I mean, like our group, like the guys, like we were all kind of friends in college. So like the funny photos, we had that down. Just one of us would just be like, you
Pretend
got
to
a
suck each
tiny
other
dick.
off. I know what you're
Yeah,
talking
exactly.
About. Yeah,
Just
it's
like
just stuff with your dick.
Yeah,
That's
just
all
like
it is.
just
dick
We're
jokes.
not gay. How funny is this?
Yo, that was basically the level of humor. It was 3 solid days of nonstop
Of
dick
not
jokes.
gay. Dick
Yeah,
jokes.
or of like one way or another calling each other gay or talking about dicks.
Okay,
it was
wait.
class.
I got it. We have to talk about this because Nick, I gave you a shirt at a party. We were talking about this earlier.
yeah.
Tell Nick the story of this shirt.
So there was the greatest shirt I've ever owned and still own.
Yeah.
And I thought about it today when Bjorn picked me up. I was like, fuck, I should have brought that shirt. God. It's just been sitting in my closet forever.
Yeah.
But we were at a party in Bozeman at, I guess, your house. Mm-hmm. And I guess at your house, you were fairly drunk at the time, and I think I was kind of...
What?
I don't know. Yeah, no, that
What,
couldn't
in
have been
college?
No. Are you sure?
Wait.
People in college got drunk?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's sick. It's bad.
Oh, it's a disease.
But Bjorn had... I think that was just kind of your style at the time, but it was a
Gas
polyester
station purchase.
Hawaiian t-shirt
Nice.
with a Miller Lite logo chest hit and
Fuck yeah.
massive Miller Lite logo back hit.
Yeah.
yeah,
Hawaiian shirt.
Blue Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah. My favorite piece of clothing I've ever owned.
Yeah, I think that's business casual.
Business cash. And I was like, that would be, because I would wear it, back then just whatever, just to be stupid. And I was like, why the fuck didn't I bring this shirt? I'm going to see all those people. I'm going to see Bjorn.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. I do remember at that party, it was very late into the night, and you were like eating. You had like a bowl of ice cream, or maybe I think it was ice cream
Or cereal ice cream. Who knows? Maybe it was
Who knows?
ice cream with cereal that I microwaved.
But all I can remember after you gave me that shirt, I saw you and you were like eating this ice cream, and you were like transfixed. You were like looking out, and I like poured a little bit of beer into your ice cream, and you didn't know, and you just like ate the rest of it.
Hell yeah.
Ice
the
cream
other-
and beers.
You told me this other story about when you were at a skate park wearing that shirt.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Okay,
what
so yeah,
happened?
at a skate park, it must have been Bozeman, Bozeman Park.
Maybe Missoula or
Yeah, some Western Montana, whatever.
Yeah.
And there was like some younger kid, maybe a scooter kid, maybe he was on maybe he was skateboarding, but I was wearing that Miller Lite Hawaiian shirt, and this kid complimented me. He was like, "Hey man, that's a cool shirt," and I was like, "Thanks." A gay guy gave it to me, and like, it was like a kid in small town Montana. He was probably like, he really didn't know like what to do with that information.
That's fantastic.
Because he's like, I like that shirt, but a gay person gave you that shirt, and so like,
He hasn't realized yet that like if a gay guy gives you a shirt, that's definitely a good shirt.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
like who the fuck would know better?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so like his
The
mind
authorities on the matter have chosen a shirt for you.
was like his mind was melting in that moment. Like what? I don't remember. Like that was kind of the end of it. I was just like, God.
I love that so much. You told me that story like one of the times I was visiting you, and I was just like, oh my God, I love it so much.
That is funny.
So I remember that. I don't really remember the party. I do remember what the party was. What party you're talking about? It was my going away. It was when I was moving away from Bozeman.
Oh,
It was my final party. We didn't meet. It wasn't supposed to be a party. It was. I had packed all my stuff up, and I was moving away the next day.
Yeah.
And somehow everyone ended up at our house, and we were like playing flip cup, and so I had spent the day before cleaning the house so that I could get my deposit back for this house.
Of course.
And then we had an improv 2 party that started after dark. And do you know what flip cup is? I don't even remember how it works, but it's something about you put like a solo cup and you try to flip it and get it to
It's
like
Right, and
It's
if it
hanging
lands in
off
a
the
certain way,
edge.
you got to take a drink. Or
Yeah. It's
unless
hanging
it
off the
lands
edge
a
a little
certain
bit.
way.
You got to flip it over so it lands right side up, and then it like goes down the line,
yeah.
and then the next person does, and then I think it goes down the line, and then you chug. I don't know.
There's
like
something
all the
whoever
same.
whoever breaks the chain like has to
Yeah.
chug.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
it's kind of a race because there's like 2 sides.
Oh, yeah,
of the
yeah,
table,
yeah.
and it like kind of goes
There
down.
was an Always Sunny episode about that game.
Oh, Flipadelphia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that.
You're right.
Yep.
But we were playing that, and like you're supposed to use an empty cup, but I think we were just using whatever cup was empty-ish.
For
So
sure.
there was beer all
Just-
over the
yeah,
table,
just
all
all-
over the floor, just beer everywhere. But long story long, I did not move away the next day because I had to spend the whole next day cleaning up, hungover as shit.
Yeah.
Well, it's better than
like
driving
throwing
hungover.
up. like,
Yeah.
like, I had to completely postpone my move an entire 24 hours.
I had to start my new life a day later
day
because I
later.
was just so destroyed.
because it was just like this weird thing. I was like, hey, yeah, we're having some people over, whatever, and then just like we just got so smashed. I had to stay a whole extra day and postpone my move for an entire day.
Where were you Were you going to Minneapolis? Where were you
Well, I
going?
moved here actually. Well, I moved all my stuff to my parents' house, and then
Okay.
I came out here to be a skateboard coach.
Oh,
at the
right.
camp.
Okay.
So I was like, I was doing that. So I had like an entire week. So it wasn't a big deal.
Right,
It wasn't
right.
like I needed to be anywhere. It was like after I graduated, and dude, do you remember our graduation party? Did you come to that?
Give me some details.
Okay,
here.
so this is the
Fill
funnest
me
part
in.
about this, and then we can probably wrap this up. But my graduation party, my roommates and I, we had gotten there was a 3 strikes thing. Remember that in Bozeman? It's like 3 strikes before you get like a serious infraction. For
was that
parties.
like an MIP? Oh no, it was like
For, like,
if
the
the cops came to your house or something.
Yeah, the 3rd time
okay.
they'd give you a major ticket, but it wasn't a big deal if it happened 2 times. It was kind of a 3 strikes thing.
Okay.
And so like you could kind of just be like, all right, let's throw a rager, whatever. But my roommates and I had gotten the cops called on us 2 times right before we had this party planned. And we got the cops called for stupid stuff. Like one time I was just alone playing Dance Dance Revolution at like after 10 and the police report said excessive stomping or some shit. It was just like dumb. They were like wait,
So stupid.
there was a party
That's
and
like-
they came to the door. It was like a Tuesday.
I love
I'm
that.
sweaty.
I love that
Yeah.
we're well over a decade past this event, and you're still like sticking to your guns. You're like, it was stupid. We didn't
dumb.
even do anything.
Like
the cops
Also, the
just
word
came
we-
for no reason.
the
Yeah.
word "we" is dumb because I was alone playing Dance Dance Revolution, wasted on a weekday after 10 o'clock. I was just, I was. I mean,
What's the
you were just
problem,
dancing.
officer?
what is the problem? I was probably shirtless or definitely sleeveless. Let's say it was. There's
Yeah.
no way I had
Yeah.
sleeves on.
You had no sleeves for a handful of years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never went to class sleeveless, but like outside of class, I mean, I cut a lot of sleeves off a lot of shirts.
Oh yeah.
I'd carry a knife and just be like, "It's hot." And I'd just cut the sleeves.
Like that's gonna cool you down. That tiny piece of cotton covering your arm.
Hey
It's
man,
like, man,
it's-
my
you put
shoulders are
vents-
really
Yeah.
toasty right
Yeah,
now.
my shoulders are the part. That's
I know how to
ruined.
fix this
I
whole
could-
problem.
I could go for a horrible sunburn up here right now.
Yeah. I don't look enough like Larry the Cable Guy right now.
That's
I'm gonna
mostly
get it
what
done.
was. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
get her done. So we had gotten 2 strikes right before the party. I was the 2nd strike with the Dance Dance Revolution. But we looked into it, and no one could file a noise complaint between the hours of, I believe it was 8. It was either 7 or 8 a.m. to, it was like 7 to 7 or 8 to 8 or something like that.
okay.
Yeah. Daytime hours.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so, and our neighbors were the ones that were always doing it. So what we did, we hired it. Well, it was like someone that was a DJ that we knew. We hired a DJ. We got all these people. We threw a party. Like we had the whole house was totally full, and we were like looking at our watches. And we're like 2, and the party just like
At
it was like
8 a.m.
I was just like, get low, like immediately,
Yes.
like on the hour of like super early. I was like making pancakes and like we just had like a brunch part like rager. Like
God, I don't think I was at that. That sounds so
we had
fun though.
we had the person DJing had speaker stacks. Like dude,
Oh
we
my
like went for it. Like we had all the windows open.
Mm-hmm.
There was seriously like, I mean, at one point during the afternoon there was so many people. I just remember passing out at like noon because we had been like drinking and just crazy.
You just needed a breather.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like full on. Like we hired this DJ and we did it in the morning, so technically they couldn't file a noise complaint between those hours, and we really pushed that.
Well, so the cops never came.
No, they
one
never
showed-
did.
Okay.
No, because we
Sweet.
were. I mean, everyone was done by noon.
Yes.
Like we were doing mimosas and you know,
And everything else.
And
Yeah,
everything else.
That sounds like a good time. That's an amazing idea for a party.
like super early. Like we got a lot of people to do it too. Because I mean, everyone. That was the story.
You
we
hear a
told.
novelty value party
Yeah.
like that, and you're like, dude, I've got to. Yes, I have to wake up at 7:15, but we're gonna sit there and count down till 8 a.m. and then
Like
there's
it's
gonna
New,
the beat
like
will
it's
drop.
New Year's. It was
Yeah.
like, yeah, 4.
So like, was he playing music really quietly and then like timed it so that the beat dropped on a song
Oh, it was-
right at 8 a.m.?
Dude, it was
like,
absolutely silent, and then he just like,
And then it's like tick, yeah,
like,
tick, tick, tick,
the
tick,
drop.
get low, and the whistle blow.
boom.
All the windows just explode off the house.
Yeah, just
Oh
like
my god,
There are people
that
in
would
there?
be fantastic.
that's like some.
That's hilarious.
That was our.
So were you at this party?
I was
were you
not.
there?
No, I don't.
You
I don't
weren't at
remember
this
that one. Yeah.
legendary
Because
party.
I do remember that, like,
Wow.
we would, when we invited people on Facebook or whatever, we had like the Facebook event, but we were just like, show up at this time because, and we like told the whole thing, like, we have a noise complaint, but we found a loophole is if we do it in the morning, then we, I actually heard the other side of this story from a friend. Where,
Like a random person that
yeah,
had attended.
one of
went?
our friends knew the neighbors that were calling the police. They were
okay.
a young couple who had a kid.
Losers.
And
Lame.
yeah, I know. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
Why
in
do you live in a college town?
Why do
in
you live-
in a college student area of a college town?
Yeah. God. I heard the other side of it, and I was just like, ooh. I felt a little. I
Wait,
did
so
feel a
what?
little
What
bad.
was the
Yeah.
other side of?
The other side of it is just like, oh man, they got this great deal on a house, on a duplex, like one side of a duplex.
Yeah.
And they just really felt like their neighbors were really ruining their lives. And they ended up having to sell the house. Like, I think after that they sold the house, but who cares? Like, whatever. You probably bought it for like $100,000, and that house is probably worth 400 now. So fuck you. Like, I'm sorry.
400 is an understatement. Bozeman's
Yeah.
more than here.
You
It's
may
like
have.
7 or 8, dude.
Yeah, for sure. You may have actually ruined their lives because they could be possibly millionaires right
They're
now.
probably, and it was like 10 years ago, so that kid
They
like,
should have thought
almost
about
is
that
inheriting
then.
it.
Yeah,
and
that's true. That is on them.
fucking
That is on them.
Been stronger.
Yeah.
Diamond hands, baby.
Yeah.
What was-
Exactly.
Diamond hands that house.
What was the was it Hawks Ridge, that like the block?
Yeah.
Wasn't there like one that was all just like trash,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
20-year-old kids living there? But wasn't there like one older?
For
Couple
a
or
few
something? Like
years,
one-
there was one old couple that lived in that.
It's like, what
that
the
area.
hell are you doing? Like, you gotta live somewhere for sure, but like
But
this
why
is the
here?
spot.
This
Like,
is not.
God, it just seems like
So wait,
hell.
was this party at the block?
No,
when
no,
you
no.
lived
This
there?
was
This was a
another-
different
this was
area.
another area.
Oh, okay.
This was over in one of those like newer developments,
Mm.
like over on the like, I want to say the west side.
One of what's now an old development.
Yeah, now it's an old development. It was brand new at the time. It's just the worst house though. Like my dog literally went through a wall chasing her ball.
There's so many houses like that in Bozeman because they're just mass producing
They
like
just-
shitty cheap houses.
Yeah.
And then selling them for a crap load of
Yeah,
money.
Kita slid on the wood floor and chasing a ball and like went into the wall. And I was like, I'm sorry. And I even
she
my
punched a hole in the drywall.
I mean, her whole body punched a hole in the like her back as she like tumbled into it. Because you know how dogs do. They just go
Oh, yeah.
they go hard at the
pure
at the
instinct,
ball,
baby.
and then they're just like, oh, now I have to stop, and I'm 2 inches from this drywall. She gave no fucks.
No.
But yeah. Anyways, that was that. That party was. epic. That was like a really epic party. That I threw some epic parties in college. That was fun.
That does sound like an epic party, and this has been an epic podcast.
It has.
Bjorn, do you want to take us out?
Well, we got to do the last thing. Nick,
what do we got to do?
I mean, I kind of know the answer.
We have to ask you a question.
Yeah, he knows because he's listening to some podcasts. But still explain it.
Yeah, I'll still explain it. Yeah, so we didn't really talk about rap music or pickup trucks in this, but we often talk about rap music and pickup trucks, and we ask our guests a question based on the term "blow her back out" that's used often in rap music to describe, having a good time with a lady.
Sure.
And the term "pavement princess" in the pickup truck community, which describes lifting a pickup truck and then never taking it off the road.
Yeah.
Respect. Nick, the Nike Bruins. Are you gonna blow the back out of these, or are these a pavement princess?
I've already blown the back out of these because
it's the drop, dude. Yeah, I want someone to rap over it one of these days.
It's pretty good.
Mike was almost about to rap.
Almost rapped on it.
We should have just been like, Mike, you got some bars for us.
Damn.
So
they're already kind of blown out. I kept them kind of crispy a little bit and would like wear them at work, but then I wore them at work and we were like on this photo shoot and we were just in the dirt all day. I was like, all right, well, that's the end of that. And now I've been skating in them for maybe like 2 or 3 times. So yeah, they're toast.
Pretty toast.
Yeah.
You were telling me
skating for a little bit
You're
more,
like,
yeah.
You said that you totally understand that term because you're like, man, I got some Vans that are now slides at this point.
Oh, yeah.
The back's out so hard.
Would you guys do that with shoes where you didn't want to
step on them?
You would just like smash the heel down because you didn't want to take the time to like tie them or like pull them on?
I still don't take the time to tie or pull them on.
Yeah, for sure.
I definitely stomp my dumb foot into my shoe 9 times out of 10.
Who's got the time for that shit? No one.
Nobody.
Like I did that today. Like I stopped to get gas, and as I was there, I took the opportunity that my truck was in park to fix the shoe that I'd stomped my foot into.
To finish putting on the shoe.
Correct. I drove like 3 or 4 miles, and then I was like, well.
Did you also then button your pants?
No, I unbuttoned my pants.
I guess I better finish dressing.
No, I unbuttoned my pants so I could lean over properly, and then I buttoned them back up. No, I didn't do any of that. They were fine, but like.
Oh my God.
No, I just had to change.
Do you ever have the friend
shoes.
that like, are you okay? Real quick,
yeah.
And then we can get out of here. You know the person who like completely like undoes their belt and their pants and everything like just to pee.
That's a weird guy.
That, like the whole thing, and then they're just like it's such a dad move to just be like, what are you doing?
I mean,
bash it open.
You gotta undo your belt.
Everything, just like the whole deal.
No, I do the bare minimum number of buttons and the belt, if I have to. But I mean, if ideally, I'll wear something stretchy enough I can just pull it down.
Pull it down.
Yeah. That's better.
No, I mean, yeah, this is like the adult equivalent of the kid that used to drop his pants to go pee at a urinal.
Wait,
Butters in South Park.
Do you remember this thing that I would do? I can't take full credit for it. I just thought it was hilarious to do it, and I would do it at bars all the time. Mm-hmm. And I had a bunch of times people just like, are you fucking kidding me? And like not pee because of what I was doing. Like if I got drunk enough, and I like to wear tighty whities, especially in college. I was doing it a lot. And what I would do is I would go pants. I loved like a trough urinal situation.
Yeah.
And I would go pants, ankles, but leave the briefs on and pull it through the hole.
It doesn't make any sense. No part of that makes sense.
So many times people were just like, "Oh, fuck this!"
At like the Zebra Cocktail Lounge that is now no longer is now a comedy club.
Like I would just
pissing into that trough full of ice for
like
some reason.
Yeah,
did they do ice back when you guys went to school?
I think Molly Brown, that trough had ice.
Okay, I know the trough at the Zebra always had ice in it. And we were like, why the fuck is ice here?
Yeah, what is that? Just wasted water.
I don't know.
That's a massive. It's a waste of ice. Ice isn't free.
It's kind of fun to when you're peeing on it to see it.
Yeah,
you know.
no,
You're
it was
like,
a
oh,
fun
you're like,
challenge. I
At
guess
least
maybe
I'm
they were
doing-
just trying to keep people from pissing on the floor.
On the wall.
Maybe, yeah.
It was
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like when you were a baby
giving
and
him
your
a
mom put a
target.
couple Cheerios in the toilet
Yeah.
to make you stay on track.
Okay. Now it
Wait,
makes
your
sense.
mom did that?
Yeah, of course.
Did your mom do that?
I think
No.
my mom
I've
didn't
never
like to
heard
clean any more than she had
That's
to. Actually, my mom
brilliant.
loves to clean, but
She'd
yeah, she
put
was like, "I'm gonna
Cheerios
give
in the
you some
toilet?
targets
Huh.
to aim at."
She's like, my son likes to shoot. Let's give him something to
My
shoot
mom
at."
hates
That's what
guns,
she
but
sounds
yeah,
like
she
too.
basically trained me to like them. She was like, "Here
Wow.
are targets for you to shoot at while you piss."
Dude, I want to do that now.
I
feel
mean,
like
yes, it's a good
that
time.
sounds
Yeah.
like fun.
It's an activity.
Do you have any Cheerios at your
Yeah,
house, or
I
go
got
get some? I don't know. Whatever you want
I
to do.
think I got some Reese's Puffs. It's the same thing.
There you go.
Toilet
Reese's-
immediately clogged. Cereal.
Well, don't put the whole box in there. Put just a
I'm
few
hitting all
so
the
it's a hard
targets.
target, you know?
I'm killing it right now.
Yeah, you put so many.
I
it's
can't
like,
miss.
Yeah.
I can't fucking miss.
Yeah, you're not doing the sawed-off shotgun. You're doing the rifle. You know, you got to aim.
Oh my god. Nick, was there anything that you didn't get a chance to talk about that you wanted to talk about?
I want to give one more shout-out to Matt
Yeah.
for hooking me up with this Kirkland signature drip that I have on
Shout
right
out
now.
Kirkland.
Okay.
I've decided Kirkland signature is the new champion, and he hooked up all the guys in the wedding with a Kirkland signature sweatsuit that I intend to rock more than I should.
Hell
Pretty
yeah.
sick. I like the drawstrings here too.
Dude,
you
the
know, like those
I
drawstrings
actually
red
love
have
the
a great
drawstrings.
pattern.
Yeah.
Also, just feel this hoodie, dude. Give
Well,
this hoodie a feel.
I'm
This
sure.
is-
I'm
this
sure.
is
So
primo shit.
you guys know the whole
That's nice.
Kirkland thing. Like Kirkland, what Costco does is they just like they'll be like, yeah, we'll carry your shit, but you got to make some Kirkland shit. So give us half Kirkland, half your shit. So a lot of times, so like for example, Grey Goose. Is the same. Excuse me. Kirkland vodka
Is Grey Goose.
Grey Goose, just in a bigger, shittier bottle.
Whoa.
But
I
it's the
didn't know
same
that.
liquid in the bottle. So it's pansexual. I don't know. Why am I saying that? It's not the bottle.
Well,
It's
anyway,
the liquid.
yeah, this pansexual
idea.
sweatshirt
This
is
pansexual
is
sweatshirt.
is of the highest of quality, to be honest. And
Is there anything on the back, or it's just,
no,
just
it's
that chest hair?
just
right
this
there?
little
Okay.
chest one.
I mean,
Okay.
it does
Yeah.
kind of look like you work at Costco, but you
We
know what?
wore these to Costco
Did
and
you?
were asked where the water was.
They're like,
And she was like-
why you're not wearing one of those
No,
weird beard
some old
hats?
lady
Like,
came
I
up
don't
to
know.
me and Matt, like we were standing there, and she just came up, and he was wearing Kirkland as well. Like we all went in the get up. It was funny. And this old lady comes up and she goes, "Water," and I was like, "What?" She's like, "Where's the water at?" I was like, "I don't know." She's like, "Do you work here?" I was like, "No." She's like, "You're wearing the." I was like, "Oh no, I'm just an enthusiast of the brand."
Enthusiast, yeah.
And she was just like, "What the fuck? These fucking people." I gotta leave Portland.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the last straw. I'm out of
Yeah,
here.
this
No,
bitch was like, I'm
you know
moving to Idaho. Fucking liberals are telling jokes at fucking Costco.
I'm going to
Costco.
Pocatello. Fuck this.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Anyway.
Nick Weber, was there anything that you that you didn't get a chance to talk about or say that you wanted to get a chance before we get out of here?
I don't think so. No.
Anything you want to
Feel
plug?
good.
Any? What's your Instagram? You've got some cool. You take a lot of good photos. Plug your Instagram.
Instagram is at Nicholas_Weber. Only one B in Weber.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like the bowler. I don't know. Why am I?
Oh yeah. That was like Pete Weber. I want to
Pete-
say.
No, that's Nick's son. Pete was. Anyways, he's the like. Yeah. Anyway, he's the guy that went viral.
Yeah. What did he say? He's like, fuck. What was his line?
I was like, I don't
Oh,
care.
who do you think you are? I am.
Yeah, that's what he said. Who do you think you are? I am. After he like destroyed someone in bowling.
That's awesome.
It's check it
Good
out.
moment.
Makes
Shout out to Pete
literally
Weber.
no sense. That's amazing.
Yeah.
No sense
He was
whatsoever.
fired up. He didn't know what was going on.
He's the bad boy of bowling.
Yeah, yeah.
If
The
you guys
bad boy
don't
of
know.
bowling.
Because he wanted to get rid of that squeaky clean image. Hey, this was a really fun episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, listening. Make sure and like and subscribe. Follow us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. If you're in Portland area, I have a show every Thursday at Neighbors Tap Room, Bangers Comedy, 8 o'clock. See you there. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.